Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. We are coming to you live from the Texas Golf Insider Network. Thanks for joining us again tonight. Dave's going to be here, getting in here right after the break, so make sure you stick around for that. Folks, we got a good show for you tonight. We got Coby Stevens, actually Coby Gawlik, who owns Coby Stevens. He'll be with us tonight. He's got a new Cabana kind of layout that he wants to lay on you tonight. He's got some new spring things, some new polos and apparel, pants and shorts and stuff like that. So stick around. Those are going to be actually they're already online, but he's going to show you how you're going to get it at a discount when you say TGI. So when we come back, we'll be talking with him, and we got some things going on with Pebble Beach. That's a biggie. It's big for our one and done. Pebble Beach is a $20 million pot. So our one and done players are up to the job. As a matter of fact, too, Dave and I will be giving you some of our picks, our top three that we might be looking at. So far, Dave and I have made all the cuts. And so Adam hasn't done so well on the cuts, but it's only 3 or 4 weeks into it. So we got a great show for you tonight. Go if you haven't grabbed yourself a cold one, and I haven't, which is kind of strange. Go get yourself a cold one. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Golf After Hours. We'll be right back. I got back just in time. Thanks, John. Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. Dave Roberts, a little bit under the weather, but he is dedicated to the Texas Golf Insider Golf After Hours, and we're sliding into year 19 next week. Running buddies for 19 years. We'll talk about ourselves next week. Maybe that's what we'll do. Find out what we've been doing for the last 19 years. How the hell did we get here so quick, Dave? What's going on, man?
Oh, not much. I got vitamin C. I've got loaded Starbucks because, Starbucks by itself without Fireball is just Starbucks. So it's keeping me going. And if I sound a little raspy tonight or cough, I do apologize now. My phone does have Kaspersky on it, so it won't spread any viruses. It kind of detects viruses. So tonight should be fine.
You'll look marvelous, Dave.
Thank you. I look like hell on wheels. Yes. I mean, hell, I lost all my hair during this last week. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, you can blame that onto a cold. All right, I could do the same thing. Hey, we got Coby Gawlik, who's going to be with us here toward the end of the hour. Catch up. Yeah, I got his new gear in the other day. It came in perfect, right at the cold time. And I thought I'd kind of show it off tonight. It's a little camel look.
Yeah, looks good. Looks good.
Oh, comfortable as hell and warm. I mean, really warm. I'm taking it down hunting this weekend. I'm going to try to get down and make a hunt this weekend. Hey, listen, man, we got a lot going on here. Another vice pick to the U.S. Ryder Cup. Jim Furyk is
good pick.
I think you're right. I tell you what, he did pretty good. What with the President's Cup?
Yes.
I think a lot of people were really impressed, Dave, as to how he handled the players. And, sometimes when you're the captain and you got to handle players, that can get a little tricky. A lot of egos going on. And, how do you massage all these guys? And Keaton Bradley said, man, he's so excited that he said yes. And, of course, Furyk wouldn't say no. He couldn't wait to get on it and, get back on the team in some way. And, here's a guy who's got like 20 wins, 17 on the PGA Tour, and I think two or three on I think he's got three on the Champions Tour. So, yeah,
Well,
I think it's
he's
good.
the ultimate competitor,
Yeah.
and when you got a bunch of millionaires, as you said, you got 12 millionaires in a room, there's going to be a whiner among them somewhere. And, for him to go in there and be the calm level person that he is, um, you know, I think it's a great pick. I think I see him. I would have seen him as a Ryder Cup captain before I saw, you know, our guy. But hey, it's not my show. I just pay my dues, and we just rock on from there.
Hey, it's kind of interesting that he would get to pick, and he's got. Let's see, who does he have? He's going to be joining Webb Simpson, Brett Snedeker, and Kevin Kisner.
See, and
Um,
I would go with the Brant Snedeker. I like that.
yeah, I
I
do
like
too.
that pick. Um,
I don't
Kevin
know.
Kisner, nah, you're
Webb
still too.
Simpson, I get it.
Well,
You know,
Webb Simpson has done his time. He's. I think that vice captains and Ryder Cup picks should be the guys that are getting after over 40, 45, waiting to get on the Champions Tour, who's been in the trenches, who've had success, and things like Freddie Couples would have been a perfect Ryder Cup captain.
it's coming.
He won several Presidents Cups. Um, you know, Guys like that. But the younger generation that still get a chance to play, concentrate on playing, because when you become a captain or a vice captain, that takes a lot of your time away. And so Keegan Bradley, even though he's going to be focusing on playing some this year, but he's also got to focus on what's going to happen in New York. So
Yeah,
you
it's going to
know
be September 26th to the 28th. Beth Page Black. I
yes,
love
that
that
is a
course, man.
bear.
It's the only course that has a warning
Yes,
sign
it does.
before you go in. It almost tells you if you don't have game, you're probably not going to have fun today.
Well, what's kind of cool is that used to just be a goat track, and the United States Golf Association went in there. They foresaw something, whatever they saw up there, and they spent millions and millions of dollars to make it what it is today. And hats off to them, because that golf course,
Yeah.
as we've seen before with major championships, you got to play some good golf or you go away crying. I'm sorry, Sergio, I didn't mean to bring that up, but you'll go away crying. So,
Well, and it's always interesting to watch the New York fans, how they
oh
react.
yeah,
You
forget
know,
about it. Forget about it.
yeah,
You hoser. I'm gonna kill you, man. I'm gonna kill
they have to
you.
be they have to be some of the rudest damn people on the planet when it comes to the game of golf. Other than it crazy up New York, but Arizona is the same way. They got crazy. So I think they're going to probably have it calmed down. And it was really kind of funny to hear Keaton Bradley say that, it's just that the New York fans need to act respectable.
That's like putting on a sign on the refrigerator door saying, "Kids, don't eat the chocolate cake."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
gonna
come
do
on.
it. I can't wait. I can't wait.
No, it's going to
Hey,
be.
I promise I did not give you that cough.
No,
My
no, it's.
Kaspersky is working. Okay, I just want to
I
double
think it
check.
had to do with the whiskey.
Okay, it was the
It's.
whiskey. Yeah, whiskey does a lot of crazy things. Tequila make your clothes fall off. Anyway,
Well, and that's a true story too.
ah,
It's a true story. Hey, okay, so are you getting the feel out there? McElroy is starting to get a lot of attention lately out there. He's been in faces lately. He's been around the microphone a lot. He keeps talking about maybe the PGA needs to cut back on some events. Maybe they need to be not every week, that you're going to see golf every week. Um, is he kind of getting to feel like he might be shifting to the live tour?
no, he's just whining. Because if you take a look at the European Tour, after the season ends for the Americans over here on the PGA Tour, they still have a couple of other events, the Dunhill Cup and some other events like that. So for him to talk like that, but then again, you take a look, it's a top 5 percenter. that's talking about what's good for the rest of the 95%. Go take that. Okay, and I'll give you a classic example with Jimmy Walker. Okay, for years and years, Jimmy Walker, made the bubble, and he always played in October, and that's how he made the bubble. And then all of a sudden he became a winner, then a major champion. You don't know who's going to come up next out of that. There's only so many Nick Dunlaps in the world. You look at Bo Hostler from the University of Texas, who's going to be playing this week, matter of fact. Just for a few years, he floundered around, and now he's finally found himself. Why? If you don't want to play, because you only have to play 15 events, okay, Mr. Major Superstar.
Well, I guess he's doing 18 events.
Okay, so good. Guess what? There's 42 events. Go take the time off. But here's the deal: if you look at Rory McIlroy, if he's not playing the PGA Tour, I guarantee if you pop on the European Tour, he's going to be there. I
think there is a lot of golf now out there now. I mean, it's being saturated. It's got the LIV, then you got the TGL, and then you got the PGA.
Yeah, well, the TGL, that's a whole nother. See, and that's what I was thinking when you were talking about that earlier, that if we cut back from that, then that gives his league, which he profits from, him and Tiger, a lot more. But who cares? I'm caring about the Thigulas of the world, the McNeelys, the Coles, Justin Rose. He's still in there every so often waiting to get 50. Those guys, that's what also makes the tour. It's not just the McIlroy. Right now, he's a little high on the hog, and the golfing gods will bring him back down like they did the last time. Even though that's one of Ty's favorite guys. I mean,
I still think he's a little pissy about, him sticking up for the PGA. I don't think he has a whole lot of nice things to say. I think he's got off a lot of panels, to be part of what is actually going on out there.
If he doesn't like it, guess what? Go play somewhere else.
Well, that's why I'm thinking. Hey, folks, maybe you can tell me. Can you picture Rory McIlroy going to the LIV golf tournament? What did they pay? They played like 8 or 9 golf tournaments out of the year.
Yeah, maybe 10 now because of Fox or whatever. But what's he going to do? He's going to come back. He can still play in the Masters. He can still play in the U.S. Open, British Open, and all that. So, I mean, it doesn't matter to him. And so for me, this is like, you remember the gal, Osaki, who played tennis, and she rose to fame, and then she took a middle break, but then she said that there's just too many things in tennis going on and blah, blah, blah. People need to slow down. And now she's off the tour, really. She can't win past the first or second round. To each his own. Do not decide my fate.
Yeah, well, okay. I get that. Okay, real quick, we got about a minute left. Hey, this is really cool. Perez's days are all over. I mean, Pat Perez, he's pretty much done golf. He can't play on the LIV anymore, never made the cut. People were changing players, but he's going to be a commentator.
I hope that they have the 7-second button on him like they do us.
Well, and Faraday, can you imagine Pat Perez and Faraday jiving back and forth? Perez is going to be on the ground. Faraday's in the air. But can you remember that report that they might get throughout? That it might be a little entertaining, and I'm going to want to see.
I will peek at it maybe a little. I'm still not impressed with the shotgun starts and there's all the other good stuff. That looks like an MGA to me. It's hard to follow the action,
Yeah, no, I get it.
But that is funny that Pat Perez, because in the times that I have actually talked to the man, I mean, every other word was something that was came from the sailor, and because we caught him after the round over at the match play, and it was a GD here, MF here, and by the way, and you're like,
that's going to be it. And we'll see how Fox really likes all of that stuff. But if there's a guy, every time you see him, he's got a drink in his hand and he's got a busty girl right next to him all the time. All the shots I'm looking at, and I was kind of running them down this last day or so, and I goes, is there anybody that he does not date that is not busty? No. He's got a chick and a drink on one arm and a drink.
You live it while you can, baby. You live it while you can.
I think he's going to be perfect for Live with Faraday out there. I'm going to find that entertaining, so I'm going to have to watch it. Hey, folks, listen, we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the Super Bowl coming up. I don't know if Dave and I'll be doing any marketing or advertising during the Super Bowl, but we got the Pebble Beach tournament coming up, and Dave and I'll give some ideas what our picks are, who we're thinking of, and we'll check in with Scotty Scheffler, and we'll see if anybody's putting a lot of money on him, especially after surgery. Don't go away. Go grab yourself a gold one. Golf After Hours. We'll be right back. And I'll be right back.
And I'll be right back.
At Paragon Casino Resort, the possibilities are endless when you play your way. Imagine your perfect getaway, the kind with non-stop thrills, your favorite entertainment, and a world of luxury. With everything you could possibly want, all at one place. You want it all? Stop imagining it and come get it. Only at Paragon Casino Resort in nearby Marksville. Come see the way Louisiana plays.
Book your next tee time at Cypress Bend Golf Resort in Toledo Bend Lake Country. The stunning redesigned course welcomes players of all levels, from new golfers to seasoned pros. Located along Toledo Bend Lake, the course features 10 unforgettable waterfront holes with lush fairways and panoramic views. Big fun awaits you beyond the greens. Book a guided fishing trip at our world-class fishery. Visit the new Toledo Bend Family Adventure Park. Swing into action and plan your dream getaway to Toledo Bend Lake Country today.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.v.
Welcome to the Scott Schreiner Golf Course in the heart of Kerrville, where the beauty of the Hill Country meets the thrill of the game. Experience golf like never before on a meticulously designed 18-hole course, a golfer's paradise surrounded by nature's splendor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting into the swing of things, our course caters to all skill levels, guaranteeing you have a top-notch golf experience. Discover Scott Schreiner Golf Course, where passion meets play in the heart of the Hill Country. Book your tee time today and let the adventure begin.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comel River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at Landa Park Golf.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman, and Dave Roberts hanging in there with us, man.
Dude, you should have seen the head on that sucker, man. It was about that big. Whoa! Now you're gonna make me cough, man. Oh, yeah.
That was talk off camera.
We're talking fishing, folks. We're talking fishing, okay? Here's a fish story from Corpus Christi.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I'll drink to that.
Marvelous and amazing. I'm going to drink to that one.
Hey, who wants to spend $8 million in 30 seconds?
Not me.
How about a Super Bowl 30-second ad?
I know, isn't that terrible?
$8 million. They've already sold 10.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And last year they were only 700,000 or 7 million, so they went up. So now they're up another, $1 million. Wow.
Well, and I think with both teams having fans all over the world now, I mean, they play everywhere. They're really introducing the game of football for a worldwide event.
But really, is this the game that everybody wants to see? The Kansas City Swifties against the Philadelphia Beagles? I mean,
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I really
Can I give
do.
you a history fact right quick about
Sure.
the Philadelphia Eagles? If you look at every logo of the NFL, only the Eagles, their feathers are in the shape of an E, and they're the only helmet that goes proportionally correct like that. But the feathers are the E, but everybody else's is kind of turned backwards.
Only because I don't like them.
Well, I don't
you're a
like them either
Cowboy
because they
fan,
play the
you hate 'em.
Cowboys. Well, they got our offensive coordinator Kellen Moore. So I
Hey,
mean,
you know something though? This is what happened. This happened before I shaved my head. Remember, I used to kind of wear the hair back like this, and I was in Wisconsin one time, and my nephew was saying, "Hey, look for my uncle. When he comes in, he says, I want him to have a beer in his hand. And as soon as he comes in, he goes, never met your uncle. What does he look like? He says his head looks like a Philadelphia Eagle helmet."
oh my God. I would have said Crosby from Crosby, Stills and Nash.
I got out and had a beer in my hand immediately, and he says, Mike, here's a beer for you. It's on Joy. I said, who are you? And he said, you don't know me. He said, but your uncle said, or your nephew said, look for the guy who looks like he's got a Eagles helmet on his head. And I goes, that son of a, but it did kind of look like that. I could see where he got that. His hair sprayed it and the whole deal back.
I just wanted to know one thing. If they knew that the Kansas City Chiefs were going to go to the Super Bowl, why didn't they just book Taylor Swift? I mean, she's already going to be there.
Good point. It would have been a party.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been a hell of a party. Hey, so anyways, folks, if you want to get in on any marketing or advertise, you got $8 million you want to put into it. I know I will be watching.
Or for a small minimal price, you log on to TexasGolfInsider.com, find out Mike's information, and you could be part of our show for way less and reaching 1.7 million views
benefits
every year. Yes, right.
Huge benefits, and we're reasonable. We're reasonable.
That's why we've been on 19 years. We're reasonable.
Very reasonable. Hey, okay, your take on Scotty. Is Scotty coming in all rusty?
Yeah.
I think
with that kind of an injury, you can't come back that quick and be sharp on your game.
You know what? He's probably gonna prove everybody wrong. Watching.
He'll be in the top 10, but I don't think that again, and Tiger has mentioned it, that guy Norman, who used to be the live chief, and a couple of others who've been up there number one for a long time. They say that when you take a couple of week break due to injury and stuff like that, that you don't come back as sharp, even though you're practicing and you're doing the reps.
Yeah.
It's different when it's time for tournament and all the people around. So,
he does the Century and the Farmers to kind of tweak his game before he gets to the biggies. And this is huge, Pebble Beach.
Well, I think that, if the guy can get arrested and do stretching exercises in jail and then tee it up at the Masters or at the championship, I mean, I think then, poor Valhalla police officers. I mean, anything's possible with Scotty Scheffler. We shouldn't, not. But I think a top 10 would be very commendable for him right now. And so,
yeah,
I'm saving him
that happening. Now, I was told that he was making homemade ravioli, and that's how it is. And listen, you and I have drank wine before. I've broken glasses. I know what he's talking about. It doesn't take much to break some of these wine glasses.
Right. And did you hear what Rory McIlroy said? The guy is so rich, he can have his own chef. Why is he making his own ravioli? That's not the point.
Well,
That's
he
Scotty
says,
Scheffler.
well, because he says, I got a beautiful wife that's the best chef that you could ask for. But he was doing it with the family. It was kind of a family thing.
Yeah.
And they were doing it at Christmas time. So we'll see. Hey, but we're going to give you our top 10s. Well, actually, our top 3s. So, and I sent over Johnny some stuff about, McElroy and some of these things. But who? Matter of fact, let's go with you. Who's your top 3?
Ludwig, of course.
Okay, well, I'm with you on that one.
That's my choice for the week, folks. I mean, I just think he's ready. I think this would be a perfect tournament for him.
He loves it.
Yeah, loves the tournament. I've got Colin as well. I did skip Tom
Hey,
Kim.
before you go on to Colin, aren't you a little concerned with Ludwig, his knee operation?
No,
because he kind of faltered last week. He went to +3, and he was leading at the beginning.
Right, but see, then again, it goes back when you come back from an injury. Okay, so now he's been out there, the pains and the aches and pains. Rehab these days is miraculous compared to when you and I were growing up. His injury, he'd probably been out for about a month or two, but I mean, he wasn't. So I think he'll find ways around it. I mean, he might have to.
I think he's a good pick.
I think some liquid painkillers, not like what we take on the golf course, but the other kind might help him out a little bit.
Okay, and then you got Colin.
Yes, Colin Morikawa. This is a good the courses that you play. When you're playing Spyglass Hill, Monterey Peninsula Country Club, and then of course, what can I say about Pebble Beach? Totally awesome. 3 golf courses that are like totally awesome. None of them are like earth shattering. Spyglass Hill, if they tip it out, is like maybe 35 yards over 7,000, and it's made for some shot making, as we've seen in the past.
Do they play all 3, Dave?
Yes, they'll play all 3 in the rotation, and then the final day will be at Pebble. So everybody will have a chance to play at a facility. And Bill Murray probably not be there, so that might be a good thing. Don't know if he's going to be there or not.
Okay, so you got Colin, and then who else?
God, I forgot who my third one was. I had it on the tip of my tongue, but then Bill Murray popped in.
I think you texted to it was Hovland.
Yes, Victor Hovland, because he hasn't done anything in a while.
You know why? His game's shit.
Well,
it is. But matter of fact, I just read an article before we came on, and he just came out, and he just got done saying, my game stinks.
Okay, so here's what I'd say, okay? You say that his game, that's what he says, right?
Right, you probably got it.
Okay,
right.
So you're talking a touring pro who says his game stinks, right? Can beat 99% of everybody else. That's like, I used to laugh at Tiger and Phil. Watson would do the same thing. He'd go, man, I got my C game today after he shoots a 66. That's my C game? What was your A game? Were you going to set the course record? I mean, come on now.
Okay, so would you pick Victor Hovland this week? Or is that just the money? Is that just the money pick?
That's a money pick.
Okay.
That one's a money pick. Notice that I think he was in third on my picks, because I think that Morikawa. I mean, look at this. He's coming right out of the bat as the first tee time when the weather and they haven't got the winds yet, so he could shoot something really good. I think he has the first tee time in the morning at like 10:35.
Okay.
So that's a good thing for him. And then Alberg, who is my pick, he's off one time after him. Right. So I was looking at the tee times for the first day to go out and play, because I'm not sure what course they play, but anything before those winds start picking up, because you've seen what happens right off the coast, lately.
Okay. So you got Alberg, you got him to win, huh?
Yes.
I think I'm going to stick with you on that too, Dave, because he came in second place last year. He made the cut this last Farmers that he was at. And he was leading there for a while.
Well, I didn't think Harris English is going to win. So
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think we didn't have anybody pick a winner. Well, hold it. Maybe we did. No, we didn't have anybody pick.
Somebody must have been top on the Fireball if they picked Harris English. That guy
but there's another one that I think is kind of sneaky, and that's Justin Thomas.
He's played very well lately.
Yeah, and he didn't win nothing last year. He got one tournament last year, but he came in second at the American Express, and he came in 26th.
The reason I picked these is because after the first year of doing this, where I just went hog wild, I ran out of gas at the end. So now what I'm doing is strategically placing some of my guys in the places where I know that they've had success. Colorado, always success over there. Auburn, the dude can just flat out and play golf. Second, third year on the tour, he can flat out and just play golf. But like my Schefflers and like Corey Connors, when the Texas Open comes, I'll put my money on him. The guy's won it twice. I mean, so I'm positioning myself like that.
Yeah, Justin Thomas, I think he's the sneaky one. I think if you're looking to make some money and because first of all, I think Alberg, I think he's money. I really do believe he's money. Justin Thomas, this could be the tournament that he comes out. Second place, a couple of weeks ago, you could tell he was playing pretty damn well. So I would put money on him in the New York Minute. And then, one guy who has really done well, and that's Jason Day. How do you like this? 40th in the Century, third at the American Express, 30 seconds. He made the cuts all 3 weeks.
Okay.
This is kind of a tournament that he likes too, because he played well last year and the year before.
See, and it takes that person, because you're saying Justin Thomas. So my only holdback from Justin Thomas is that you've got to have those Pro-Am partners 3 of those days.
Yeah.
Right? And for some touring pros, that can be a little distraction. And for the amount of money that they're playing for this week, which is one of those specialized tournaments, elevated events.
Signature.
Yeah, I just think that, Justin Thomas gets a little too serious for that. He would be my pick. He would be my pick, like the Arnold Palmer Invitational or something like that, where it's just, it's straight on stuff like that.
You're going to see sneaky. It's going to be sneaky if he does it, but I would put money on the guy to do it.
Okay, so here we go. We like this sneaky stuff.
Okay, so
I bet you $20 right here on the air when Justin Thomas does not finish in the top 5.
Dinner? Or
you want dinner instead of cash? I don't care. Dinner. Okay.
What'd you say?
No, we'll go with dinner because I want to see you choke.
You're in for dinner, dude. We're on. Hey, listen, we're up against.
He won't finish in the top 5.
You heard the bet. We like going out and having a hamburger or a hot dog. We'll go.
We're gonna have something because you know what? If I have to fly to California, hit him in the knee like a Tanya Harding, I know some people.
Put your money on Justin, folks. Listen, we're gonna take a real quick break. And we come back, we're going to catch up with Coby.
I got it right here, baby. I got your money right here.
Those $1 bills are all over the place, man.
Yes, they are. I'm like a New York hooker. I mean, did I say that out loud? Jeez, I did.
Don't go away, folks. If you haven't had a cola, get one. Come back. We got a whole news section coming up.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.golf. That's vcgc.golf.
Swing into Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf and check out the new Pro V1 and Pro V1X golf balls. The Pro V1 offers mid-trajectory flight and a very soft feel. The Pro V1X offers a higher trajectory flight and a firmer feel than the Pro V1. Golf with more speed and short game control than ever before. Now available at Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Proudly serving golfers since 1968 and home to the legendary 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee. Get there.
Diamante Golf Club, home of the consistently ranked Diamante Golf Course. 18 holes of championship golf. Challenging, but welcoming to players of all levels. Chef-prepared dining, state-of-the-art courts of tennis and pickleball, the most welcoming and friendliest neighbors around. Attractive homes and premier home sites. A secure community that's beautiful and affordable. Visit us at diamantecc.com to book a discovery package. You're closer than you think.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at Landa Park Golf Course.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here, Dave Roberts.
Did you see the head on that sucker, Ratchman? It was that big. Oh, that was the last segment. Okay, we won't talk no more.
Man, I thought we got that big head behind.
Okay, no worries.
Hey, we got Coby Gawlik, who's a sponsor to the program here. Coby, what's going on, man? He's the owner of Coby Stevens. As you can see, we're all Stevens down here.
How are you guys?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
Good, doing well. You guys are definitely looking sharp, and happy to be on the first segment of 2025, which is crazy to say.
God, that is, man. 2024 is just went crazy fast.
I think even what's more wild is the fact that we're already a couple days away from February.
That's even weird. I mean, it's just like we just cranked it. And all of a sudden, we hit the ground running like we did last year.
Yeah, it's been it has definitely already kind of flown by, and we're already into the thick of it. So
well,
it's been exciting for Coby Stevens.
Yeah, hey, listen, we're just talking about you the other segment. You got your Cabana gear,
new Cabana collection.
The Cabana collection. And I got to take a look at that, man. That stuff is very cool, very awesome. Different.
Yeah, we got a good assortment in there. We've got some fun stuff with the golf carts, and if you zoom in real close, you'll notice that the guy driving the golf cart is drinking a beer. So that's kind of on par with us.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Exactly. We got a little floral in there. We've got something that's a little kind of business casual. We call it our Gray Star. It's a fan favorite from back in the day, and then we have the other one that has a bunch of different drinks on it, different we'll say adult beverages, and so very cool. And we've got some exciting stuff. We're gonna launch our first set of our spring line. That's like kind of a bunch of pinks and purples, maybe in line with the Valentine's Day theme. We've got some ladies apparel that matches the prints, and then we're about to drop all of our new spring shorts and even skirts for women. So we're excited. We've got a lot of fun stuff.
We sent some great photos, man. I tell you what, I like the line. It's colorful, and I really like the stuff that you're putting out.
I appreciate it.
Well, Coby, I was just wondering if Mike had any artistic input, because I was checking out the website the other day. I was talking to some folks while I was at the PGA show, and you have this thing called the white transfusion print.
Yep.
And all I can see is a lot of golf and then Bloody Marys. That's all I see on there. And the first person I thought about was Mike Ratchman as soon as I saw that shirt. And it's like,
well, so it is the transfusion, which is kind of more of a cranberry, but I really like what you're thinking because I do like to start my round with a nice Bloody Mary. So
nothing like it, man.
Yeah, and maybe, God, you could be onto something, Dave. We're kind of putting together our next red, white, and blue to drop in Memorial Day. So maybe it's a Bloody Mary. That is one drink that we haven't started yet. God, you got it.
Like a little celery with a flag on it. Oh yeah, there you go.
Exactly. Jackie Thompson, if you were watching right now, put that in our design notes.
I'll write it down if she misses it.
All right, perfect. Yeah, it's been pretty exciting. We kicked off the year. I think I mentioned this maybe in December, but I'm super proud and honored to say that we renewed our contract with South Texas PGA and all the way through 2026. And we kicked off the year by driving, and I will repeat, driving straight through 20 hours to Vegas.
Wow.
And we kicked off the Pro-Am there. They played TPC Summerlin, TPC Las Vegas, and it was awesome. So on one day, all the players got our Vegas themed polo with the PGA logo on it, obviously. And then the second day, they got our Seaside Floral, which was really kind of taken off of like Abandoned Dunes collection back from October. So the players loved it. It was awesome. A great way to kind of start the year. And next week we are heading to Lake Charles to the Golden Nugget to kick off their other Pro-Am. I think it's a Pro-Am actually. This will be our third or fourth time to do it. And Golden Nugget Lake Charles is always a fun time, and certainly a 2-hour drive is a lot better than 20 hours. So I'm looking forward to it. But last week, so I missed you at the PGA show. So I was going to drive there as well, Dave. And for all those that are not in Texas, we saw something that we don't normally see. But on Tuesday, we got about 6 inches of snow. And then kind of leading into Wednesday, which was when I was going to drive. And then it just, some scheduling conflicts came up. A couple of the meetings got moved around that I needed to be for. So I didn't make this trip, but I was tying it into something that we were very honored to be a part of and asked to be a part of. Dave, especially our connection with USSSA and the military group, but my cousin Dustin Roberts, who I mention all the time, and then Brett Cannon asked us to help sponsor the team that was represented by Texas, and they had the first ever Defenders Cup. So it was all first responders, and it was, I believe, one team from each state, or at least the states that were represented, went down there to Orlando and played in the tournament. And we just posted a couple of photos, and there's quite a bit out there on Facebook. But it was pretty exciting to see the players out there with Coby Stevens on the back of their jersey.
For sure.
And then the Texas guys made it all the way to the championship and ended up walking away with the silver. So very honored to continue to be a part of that group, and looking forward to that great relationship with all of them.
Hey, we did a live show. Dave was down at the PGA show, and we did a full hour. We didn't go anyplace else, but just look at all the trinkets. We had Art Strickland on, and he gave some ideas. Dave was all over the place showing stuff. And you know something? We've seen the shirts, we've seen the polos, and all. They still do the blue, the white, the green. There's nothing, one thing I did see, the young people, the young kids coming in, they're really liking your stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what your demographics is, but I see more people wearing stuff like Dave is wearing, and I'm
Yep.
a floral guy myself. I get
Yeah,
so many
you are a floral
compliments.
guy, I might add. Let me tell you.
Well, you know that big. So, but I like all the different designs and stuff like that.
It's loud and proud stuff, is what it is.
Yeah, it really is. And so, but I still see all the bigger guys. I mean, I shouldn't say bigger guys, the big market guys. They still do the same old plain Jane stuff, and I don't know how if they're getting away from, they're too afraid to try something different. But I think yours has taken off because of that.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool to see because I mean, I'll be 100% honest, like some of the things with, even the like the old fashions and the beer and things like that. Those were, a little risky, but they
They
continue to
were.
be, our top sellers. Interesting story. I just got we got an order a couple days ago, and we have a beer pong polo on our website, and we first had a group that kind of did like a Ryder Cup, and so their whole team ended up buying the polo from us, so they were outfitted in that, sent us a bunch of really cool pictures. But then we just got another one, and the gentleman who purchased it actually called me today because he was going to come pick it up, so I figured he was local, he was a new customer, and he was just calling to schedule a time to come pick it up, and he, I just happened to ask him because he had an Austin area code, and he said, I saw your stuff in a pro shop, and thought it was really cool, and something a little different, so I checked out your website, and we actually, he goes, call it crazy, but my golf group has a beer pong competition this weekend. And so he bought some beer pong polos and a couple other things. And, so it was really cool that, we're, continuing to, doing our best to try to evolve, keep with maybe some core products, but then also splash in some fun stuff. And the customer seems to respond. So very excited about that for sure.
Well, it's not only the polos are fun, but like your T-shirt collection. I mean,
Yeah.
you go away with the tiger goat, which I still have my shirt. You've got my favorite one, which is the One Nation Under Par. I wear that. I've got two of them. One's my run around the house with, and then there's the nicer one that I don't get paint stains on. That's when I go out. But I mean, you've got so many cool ones. When you had the Masters one, and you've got the CS logo, and you've got number 12 in the background. I mean, those are always eye-catching, and they're conversational pieces, and that's all you want is, well, hey, where'd you get this? Check this out. CobyStevens.com, blah, 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 and go on from there. But, I mean, I get it all the time. The next one I want to get is going to be your green T-shirt, because I love to wear T-shirts, and that's the one that says,
I'm a big T-shirt fan, too.
Support your local cart girls. I just thought that was the best. I'm gonna get me a couple of those for this summer, so I can support my local beverage winches.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, even like that one, then our kind of iconic T-shirt, I just came here to drink beer and hit bombs. And,
everybody loves that shirt.
I see. Yeah, he's got that.
What's really funny is that the Cart Girl T-shirt came about literally about 4 or 5 years ago when we started. There was a cart girl that worked at Royal Oaks, and so I was kind of joking around. I was like, you know what? Maybe we could, put something fun on one side and then put our logo on the other, and it would maybe help you to sell some, cold beer, and you just give it to the customer for free, and then it helps us with marketing. And then interestingly enough, 3 years later, she ended up coming and working for us, and was and it was phenomenal. But it's just kind of funny how I feel like a lot of the basis with us is really that kind of organic and granola, like, let's just get out there in the community and do stuff. Obviously, you see our stuff all the time, out at tournaments and helping charities raise money and things like that. And we just pick up a lot of new customers. So it's, I will say that it's very rewarding, and certainly proud of what we've done. and really excited for the future. There could be some big things that are about to happen, and I hope maybe on our next podcast I'll kind of get to share that and get into it. But we've got some really exciting things going on, so hopefully keep your fingers crossed, because we may be able to kind of take it to a next level.
Well, man, there's no doubt in my mind you probably will.
And next time when you come to Orlando, we'll have a booth there. So that's what we're aiming for.
Do you need me to work it for you? Do you need me to work it?
Well, you know,
I can sell
what I
oil
think
to the
you have-
Saudis right now.
I just need to know when you need to tell me to start making some gummy bear t-shirts. That's what I need to know.
We're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that.
I
could
Gummy
do
bear
that.
golf.
Well, and polos.
Well, you know, I think what you do is, and I think Dave hit it on the head, you kind of create some talking pieces. You know, I mean, it's the polos and the t-shirts, you know, they're all talking pieces. And when you get one person talking about it and someone asks you, where'd you get that? And whether it be the t-shirt or a polo or something like this.
Yeah,
you know,
conversation pieces are the best way to start spreading something. So you know, I definitely love that part about it.
Well, I think you've done a great job doing this stuff. So what do you got going on? Anything coming up with the spring? You know, come around March, I know a lot of new stuff starts hitting, and I know you do have a spring collection that's coming on out. When is that out now, or is it just coming out?
So the Cabana one is the newest one to drop. We're going to drop another one in a couple of weeks. And then our St. Patty's collection, that's all kind of green and yellow. And that one is really, really cool. I can't wait till it hits. That'll be here the first part of March. And then we're going to get into, you know, our new kind of Masters collection, and then maybe like another spring drop, and then we've got some red, white, and blue stuff, and maybe be adding that Bloody Mary for Memorial Day. So
that'd be great.
A lot of cool things, you know, kind of going into Father's Day. We're going to start doing a lot more hookups with the juniors. Big shout out to Nash Wallace, who he is, I believe, 7 years old, and he just played in a little South Texas PGA event. I guess that's like maybe a junior, but and he won first place, and he was wearing our Coby Stevens pink flamingo, the OG that you love. Right?
That's the best of all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So it's just really cool to see, you know, all age groups. Obviously, Nash being 7 years old and wearing it out there, and my dad, who just turned 73 yesterday, still sporting that same pink flamingo and all of our other gear. So
well, I'll tell you what,
I love that we're just hitting everybody out there.
That's a talking piece shirt. There is no doubt. I mean,
Yeah.
you were saying from the very get-go, people liked it, and I still get compliments on it, and people want to know where you can get it. And I did know about the flamingo thing later on, but there's some things that go with the flamingo.
Just like the upside down pineapples, but you know what? Just go with it.
Yeah, the upside down pineapple, that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that big. Did you see the head on that sucker? And y'all thought I was just kidding.
Well, you got some interesting stuff, Coby. Listen, we're up against the clock, buddy. I want to thank you for coming on in, spending a few minutes with us, cranking off the new year. You know, this is only last one of the days that you can still say Happy New Year's, and I wish you a Happy New Year's and a very prosperous 2025, buddy. I know you're out there hitting it hard, and I never seen you slow down, so I don't even know what that person looks like.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in my blood at this point anymore.
You're right, man. Hey, listen, anything else we can do for you, we'll make sure that we get the info, or, you know, get your deal out on our website as well. And we'll boost this thing out tomorrow, see if we can get some people coming to your website.
I love it. We'll make sure, and I'll just make sure that I mention to everybody too, but you know, if you go to the website, CobyStevens.com, CobyStevens.com, you know, load up that cart. We've got a bunch of new arrivals. We've got some sale items. We just marked some old clearance down to 75% off. Are some killer deals. and then make sure that before you check out, you go type in TGI for Texas Golf Insider in that little coupon code section, and then you're going to take an extra 20% off, even off the sale price and everything. So
it's going to cost you more to send the damn thing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's going to be a point when I'm going to probably just start giving money back.
Well, Coby, you always got something good going on, folks. CobyStevens.com. Check it out. Coby, thank you very much, man. We'll be catching up with you soon. Like I say, anything we can do for you, you can contact us.
I appreciate it, gentlemen. Happy New Year to you. Have a great week, and we'll catch up soon.
Okay, buddy.
All right, we'll talk soon.
All right, take care. Hey, folks, listen, we're going to take a real quick break, and when we come back, Dave and I will wrap this thing up. So don't go away. Get yourself a little cold one yet if you still want to hang out for a while. Golf After Hours. We'll be right back.
At Paragon Casino Resort, the possibilities are endless when you play your way. Imagine your perfect getaway, the kind with non-stop thrills, your favorite entertainment, and a world of luxury. With everything you could possibly want, all at one place. You want it all? Stop imagining it and come get it. Only at Paragon Casino Resort in nearby Marksville. Come see the way Louisiana plays.
Welcome to the Scott Schreiner Golf Course in the heart of Kerrville, where the beauty of the hill country meets the thrill of the game. Experience golf like never before on a meticulously designed 18-hole course, a golfer's paradise surrounded by nature's splendor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting into the swing of things, our course caters to all skill levels, guaranteeing you have a top-notch golf experience. Discover Scott Schreiner Golf Course, where passion meets play in the heart of the hill country. Book your tee time today and let the adventure begin.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy that golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman, Dave Roberts. Hey, I want to get a couple of shout outs here. Bo Collect. Hey guys, praying for you. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you, Bo. That was nice. Joe V, AJ, Coby just jumped off. Thanks you guys for watching and chiming in. Hey Dave, we're gonna have a special segment for you coming up real soon. We'll bring it out here next week when we turn 19 years old. And
that's right, folks. That's going to be the fastest 2 minutes in golf. That's right. We're going to be joking and smoking. We're going to be talking, and you'll be walking because we're going to tell you all about the golf, just like Mike Ratchman has for 19 years. That's right, folks. That's when he had hair, and it all starts next week with the fastest 2 minutes in golf.
You got a little preview right there. Hey, Davey, I'm glad you could pull off tonight. I hope you get to feeling better. I want to thank Coby Gawlik, too, for coming out. Yeah, stick with it. And, you know, we had a real good friend of ours pass away this last week, Kevin Detmer, who was, if you want a Southwest green and a putting green in your backyard, he was the guy to make it all happen. And, you know, like to prayers out to his family and friends and all the people he employed and worked with. The guy was amazing, just really a super dude. And I've known him for years. He was the sponsor to the show, Dave. You and I know him very well. We broke bread and drank cocktails with this man. And one of the hardest working guys and way too young, 55 years old. Kevin Detmer, you will be remembered. Hey, with that being said, cheers to Kevin. Rest in peace, my friend. And folks, listen, Dave and I like what we're doing. So as long as you guys keep watching and you guys keep sharing, Dave and I'll be back every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, rain or shine.
Book your tea time.
Have a great weekend, everybody. And